Welcome to Expertsoft, the best SAP SuccessFactors cloud online and corporate training provider. Detailed overview on the SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central.
So what is SuccessFactors? SuccessFactors is a cloud-based HR solution. Okay, so we have different HR solutions, ERP solutions in the market, and one of the products is called SuccessFactor, and this product was from SAP. Okay, so SAP is a company from a German-based company, and SuccessFactor is a US-based company. SuccessFactor has already started their market in 2000, early 2000, and late 2011, the SuccessFactor was acquired by SAP company. Okay, so from then on, it was called as SAP SuccessFactor because SAP is already having a product called SAP HCM, Human Capital Management, which is an on-premise solution or a legacy system. We call it as. This system is on-premise and legacy system because it doesn't work on cloud. So first, before we move on to cloud, what is cloud? Okay, so cloud computing is, you know that what is the cloud computing? Like the data what you store in your system, what you manipulate in your system, it gets stored in a remote server. Okay, where the server is kept is called as data centers. Okay, so we can access the data anywhere from the globe using a username and password, the login credentials, and we have an internet connection for it, and whatever data we fetch from a server and we can work on it, that is called cloud computing. Okay, and SuccessFactor works on SaaS module. Okay, SaaS stands for software as a service. So this software will be hosted in the remote server, and we can access the software with a username and password, and we can work on the software. Okay, so we in legacy system, the software was installed in a company server, and we have to use with your username and password, and all the data will be stored in our company server, not in the remote server. So this SuccessFactor is going to be working in a SaaS model, and that too in the cloud-based HR solution. Okay, so we have different topics to be covered. We have two types of training. Before we start the Employee Central module, we have a snippet of the product with basic introduction to mastery training. So we are going to learn the products, what are the tiles, what is card, what is portlet, and what is an instance, provisioning architecture, instance basic settings like passwords, home page, welcome menu, org chart, employee files, and navigation menu, BizExpert methodology. We call it as SAP Activate. Okay, and commonly used terms, setting up of new logos in the company, managing badges, text replacement, and manage action search, team manager, password policies, email notifications, manage data user records, what are XML and data models, quick list, role-based permission, and reporting. The reporting, we have different types of reports to be published in the system, like list view reports, spotlight view reports, spreadsheet reports, classic reporting, ad hoc reporting. So this introduction to mastery is not going to be a module. It is going to be a look and feel of the product, how the system navigation, how we are going to work in this product, how the system behaves as per the configuration we do. So just going to have an intro about the product. We need to have an introduction to mastery training. So once we complete this introduction to mastery training, we will move on to the actual SuccessFactor Employee Central module training. And these are the topics we are going to cover during this training. The introduction and basic provisioning setup exercises, data models and DTTs, employee central structure, data model structure, data model association, what is a workbook, employee data and foundation data workbooks, manage business configuration, updating the employee details, ESS and MSS. ESS stands for employee self-service, MSS stands for manager self-service. Easy customizing and populating basic foundation data, customizing MDF objects. MDF stands for metadata framework. Okay, and understanding the security, managing security with rule-based permission, and 2 sessions about time off. Okay, or how the leave of absence works in SuccessFactor, time type, time profile, leave of absence, and holiday setup, position and position org chart, position management settings, manage sequence, business rules, how do we create an MDF object in the system, MDF overview, and generic object creation, the concept called association and propagation, mark changes, manage configuration UI and configure people profile, steps employee central implementation sequence. This product, employee central product, is already built by the product team of SAP. We are going to do configuration in this product as per the business requirement of the client. We are going to configure this product. This product is an ERP tool where we are going to configure as per the requirement given from the client. Okay, and we have different modules in it. I'm going to explain you one by one, and this is a basic 14 step recommended 14 steps given from the product team of SuccessFactor to configure the employee central module in the system. So first step is that setting a new account in provisioning, the different options you need to select in provisioning to enable employee central, creating the super admin, different steps required to create the super admin, defining the corporate data model, setting up a corporate data model for your customers, configuring the succession data model, setting up succession data model for your customers, configuring the country specific corporate and country specific succession data model, importing the fit list. It describes how to import the different levels that a customer sees when they click the drop down menu, creating foundation objects. How do you define foundation objects? And configure propagation rules, auto population of data, creating event reason derivation rule. So when there is a data input or change in the data, the system will automatically take the event reason. The setting of a configuration is called event reason derivation rule. The same way we have a workflow derivation rule. Any change in the data, the reporting manager gets a notification for approval and the workflow will be triggered, and this configuration is called workflow derivation rule. Managing role-based permissions, the view and edit permission options given to the employee, importing employee data with the CSV format for mass upload of data. HRIS sync. HRIS means human resource information system synchronization. How do we integrate other SuccessFactors modules with Employee Central? The setting up a leave of absence, need to set up time off to use the leave of absence. This is the 14 steps, recommended 14 steps given from SuccessFactors product team to work on the configuration. So this is the topics. This is going to be like very new to us. When the class progress, you will be understanding in a better way. So let me have a SuccessFactors overview. So we have to understand what is SuccessFactors. SuccessFactors, as I said, is a cloud-based business solution designed specifically to meet the needs in enterprise class organization. It's going to be a small and mid-sized business focusing on providing the solutions that people across your organization need to help improve business execution and get better results. SuccessFactors is a global leader in business execution software. So why we call it as a SuccessFactors as a global leader? Because there are many cloud-based HR solutions in the market, but SuccessFactors holds the major market share in the market. The simple way to examine ourselves is that, you are in Singapore, you know that, you are in Tirupati, you know that when you go for a job market, when you look for a profile of SuccessFactors with other HR solutions, the percentage of SuccessFactors will be more when we compare to other HR solutions in the market. So the job opportunity is more, and moreover, a lot of companies already implemented SuccessFactors, and there is a huge demand for SuccessFactors in the global market. So that is the global leader. That's why we call it as a global leader. And SuccessFactors business execution, the business suite improves business alignment and people performance to drive breakthrough results for companies of all sizes. So SuccessFactors is a cloud-based talent management solution market leader. Business execution, BizX is the name of the cloud HCM suite offered by SuccessFactors. Why we call it as a business execution means, like, we have HR functions. In the HR functions, we have recruitment, onboarding, training and development, performance and goal management, employees and payroll we run. So all this comes in one function called HR function. The same way we have different modules for different functions, different works in HR. When we go for a recruitment, we have a recruitment module. When we work on the performance, we have a performance module. When you work on the training and development, we have learning management system. When you work in compensation, we have compensation module. So all these come together, we call it as business execution. That is business suite. Under the business suite in one umbrella, we have all these modules. And we have category for these modules. So I'll show these categories. SuccessFactors solutions both are standalone solution as well as hybrid solution. Standalone means we are going to do one implementation of Employee Central or LMS or PMGM. It is going to be a standalone. When you want to have an hybrid solution, you can use the existing software Employee Central HCM, and you have run the HCM data in the SuccessFactor. We can do the integration for it. And when two modules or when you have a different ERP combined together running with the SAP SuccessFactor, that is called hybrid solution. Okay, so where success factor can be integrated with on-premise solution like HCM also.
Kumar, I have a question. So by hybrid, you mean it could be other HCMs also, or it could only be it can only get integrated with SAP.
No, it can be integrated with other ERP tool also.
It can get okay. Okay.
Yeah, it can be integrated with other ERP tool also. So we have a this activity will be done by the integration consultant. Okay, so it will be running in a different system. I'll show the system to you. I'll explain the system to you. So the integration part will be like this system and this system will connect with each other. This mapping will be done, and the data will be flowing from the on-premise solution to the SuccessFactor cloud solution. It can be with any third-party integration. Integration sense like any third-party ERP we can integrate.
Okay.
Then who are SuccessFactor? SuccessFactor or the market leading provider of cloud-based human capital management. And I said in December 2011, were acquired by SAP for an enterprise value of approximately $3 billion. Okay, and the combination of SAP and SuccessFactors establishes advanced end-to-end offering of cloud and non-premise solutions for managing all relevant HR business processes. Currently, SuccessFactors has more than 20 million subscribers and 3,600 customers in 168 countries. It supports 35 languages. Okay, and we have a language translation also. Okay, in Singapore, like you can see, like Chinese Mandarin is there. Okay, if you want your participants who the employees working in your company wants to translate to Mandarin or Chinese, simplified Chinese, we can complete system can be changed to simplified Chinese. The language translation is possible. So this is the difference between the cloud and SuccessFactor, the on-premise and the cloud solution. So on-premise solution is SAP HCM product that is 40 plus years developing ERP, and 15,000 live global HCM customers are already there in the market, and 16.82 pounds revenue according to 2013. And we have plus 18 million ERP users are there with 37 languages, 86 countries version. And in SuccessFactor, as I told you, it is 11 plus years experience in the cloud. 3,600 plus customers are there right now, and 500 million US dollars revenue according to 2012. 20 million cloud users are there. 34 languages it is supported with 168 countries presence. And so the same delivering combination of unique capabilities with SuccessFactor and SAP. It's a 40 plus, I said to you, it is 10 plus, 11 plus. The same differentiation, what we see in the last slide, the same differentiation is still there. Okay. Now let me explain you about SaaS module. So I told you this SuccessFactor is working on a SaaS module. SaaS stands for software as a service. This software is hosted in the remote server, and we can access the software with the unique login credentials. Okay. So software as a service, also known as on demand, and is the next generation enterprise software offered as a service in the cloud. The software and customer data is hosted remotely and accessed on demand from any location using the unique login credential of organization. Advantage of using SaaS module is that we don't need any hardware or maintenance required. It is a subscription-based licensing model, multi-tenant platform, regular release, bug fixes, updates, and enhancements will be there. It is accessed from anywhere. Consistent performance and stability is there. Okay. Why we don't need any hardware or maintenance? Because this system is hosted in the remote server. We are going to access the system with the help of internet and with the use of unique login credentials. We don't need any hardware in our company premises. Okay, and it is a subscription-based licensing model. Every year we have to purchase this licensing model, or 2 years, 3 years we can purchase it. It's based on the number of users you're going to purchase. We can purchase this model. And multi-tenant platform. So many users can use this platform, and regular release, because if there is any enhancement in this software, we will be getting a regular release. And the bug fixes means if we stuck somewhere in the configuration, the SAP product team will support us in clearing the bug. And it is accessed from anywhere, and consistent performance and stability is there when we use the SaaS module. And success factor product overview. Okay, so we have 4 categories here. One is called core HR solution category, talent solutions, HR analytics, and social collaboration. HR solutions, we have employee central module, employee central payroll, and talent solutions, we have performance and goal management, compensation management, variable pay, learning solutions, succession management, recruiting, onboarding. In workforce analytics, we have workforce analytics, workforce planning, and social collaboration, we have SAP Jam. Jam is nothing but it is an add-on platform. It is not a module. It is basically the social collaboration within the organization. Now, how we use a professional networking with the help of LinkedIn, we can use SAP Jam within the organization. So this is the complete Biceps suite overview. So you can see the employee central is the next core HR solution module. It is an employee central, and the talent management solutions, we have performance and goals, recruiting, compensation, learning, succession and development, workforce planning. And in Jam, we have social. This is social collaborations and content creation solution. Jam we can use. And analytics part, we have the comprehensive analytics module called workforce analytics. And this complete thing we call it as Biceps suite. So success factor roadmap, summary of solutions portfolio for a line of business HR. So HR core, we call it as SAP HCM in on-premise, we call it as Employee Central. Performance and goals, the same HCM we call it as, here PMGM we call it as. This is the difference between the HCM and cloud solution. Different modules. Compensation, we have in HCM, we have success factor compensation, succession development, HCM we have succession development module in cloud solution. Recruiting, we have e-recruiting here, we have success factor recruiting. And learning, we have learning solutions here, we have LMS, we call it as learning management system. Social talent management, we don't have in on-premise, we have SAP Jam here. And workforce planning, we have workforce planning here. And workforce analytics, we have HCM analytics, and we have workforce analytics in cloud solution. And mobile HCM, we call Sybase Unwired mobile platform. Here, Biceps Mobile will be there. So this is the difference between the on-premise and the cloud solution product-wise.
Sorry, Kumar. Can you just explain once again the difference between on-premise and cloud?
Ah,
On-premise, by that means that we take some server and we install that particular package on it, whereas the cloud means that software as a
on
service. Is there?
on-premise solution will be running in your company server. Okay, so
Yeah,
you
it
have
will
to,
run on the company server, right? It will
yes,
be
yes, it will be
it will
running
be
in
on
your company.
company's cloud, or basically we take a server and we install that particular package or
Yes,
that
correct,
module.
correct. Yes, correct. Yes.
Good.
And
Got
cloud
it.
solution is that like you can work in the internet and you have a username and password, you can log in the system. See, you are
Yeah.
logging
Okay.
your Gmail or your Facebook or your LinkedIn, okay, and you the username and password, you log in and use this product. Like the same this success factor product you can use.
Yeah, I understood. Okay.
Okay, so this product wise, I'll explain you. I'll show you in the system. Okay, so these are different modules. Okay, different modules. So, right, in on-premise, we have talent management. In cloud, we call it as SuccessFactor Talent. ESS and MSS, PA and OM. ESS stands for Employee Self-Services, a Manager Self-Services, and PA Personal Administration and Organizational Management, and Payroll. I mean, we have it on-premise, and here we call it as Employee Central, SuccessFactor Employee Central, and we call it as Payroll as Employee Central Payroll. So now I want to transfer all my data from on-premise solution to cloud solution. We have to have a integration, that is a middleware tool we need to have. We have option one as integration add-on, option two as SAP NetWeaver PI, and option three we have SAP ANA Cloud Integration. With these three options, we can transfer the data. We do the data migration from the on-premise to cloud. We can do it. So this activity will be done by the integration consultant, and we are working as a function consultant. Okay, so there is a technical person will be involving in this process of moving the data migration from one environment to another environment. That is with this three middleware tool we can use it. So you know this SAP HANA is a high performance analytic appliance cloud integration tool. It is like acting as a integration tool and moreover it's a database also. Okay, so let me show this in the system.
So in the last slide we didn't show, so I mean, I'm just hypothetically, I mean, I think that will happen, that people will, organizations might ask that we want to shift this, our on-premise to cloud
Ah,
for XYZ reasons. So
yes,
what I
yes.
understood from the slide is that the option one and option two, which you are saying, integration add-on and SAP NetWeaver Pi, will happen towards the organization side. So it will
Ah,
happen
this
on
this
their.
was, see, if I want to move the data from one environment to another environment, from on-premise to cloud, I have to purchase the integration tool. It depends upon
Hmm.
the business requirement of the company, and the company has to provide us the integration tool, and they have to purchase the integration tool, and as an integration consultant, we will work on it. This options will be decided by the company. So because this, whenever you want to have this integration tool, that incurs a cost.
Yeah,
So,
that is understood. I mean, what I want to understand, what is not clear to me is that integration add-on will be done where? I mean, it will be done on premises of the customer, and or it will be done on the cloud side. Because right now, what I understand from the slide is that integration add-on and SAP NetWeaver will be done to on the client,
see,
on the client side, whereas
on
SAP and
let me
HANA will
let
be
me
done towards the cloud.
let me explain you. The on-premise is a HCM system. Okay, so I have all my data in my HCM system. I have to move my data to the cloud SF. Okay, this integration add-on, SAP NetWeaver, SAP HANA Cloud Integration, all this is a middleware tool. Okay, this middleware tool we have to purchase from the SAP, and we not from the SAP, we from a different see, even Delbumi is also an integration tool. Okay, so for any third party, whatever we want, we can purchase, and we can use that middleware to transfer the data from on-premise to cloud. Okay, you are asking,
Got
let SAP HANA integration will happen in the cloud. The same way, SAP NetWeaver will also run in a certain platform, and integration add-on will be running in a certain platform. This is a middleware
Okay.
tool. Middleware tool. Okay, to push the data from HCM to cloud.
Okay.
And this is not the part of a functional consultant, HCM employee central consultant. This will be done by integration consultant.
Okay.
So I'm going to log in the system. Okay. So now this is a SAP SuccessFactor product. So here in this product, we are going to work. The system name is called as instance. The name of the system is called as instance. This is an instance system. Okay. So here we can have the company logo here, and this is the navigation menu. Okay. And this is the welcome menu, and this is for search for actions or people. Okay, right? So what is the purpose of the search for actions or people? We can search the actions here. Okay, we have action. This is an action. Okay, this is an action. So with this action, we do the configuration. Okay, so any change we are going to do in the system, we have to do the configuration with the help of actions. Okay, and where these actions are there placed here, you go to the admin center. So admin center is the place where we do the 80% of the configuration. Okay, and the same way, like instance, this is the front end of SuccessFactor. We have provisioning system, that is a provisioning architecture, that is a back end of SuccessFactor. The same way, how do we log in the instance system? So we have to log in the provisioning system, and we have to do the configuration there. That is the enabling the features to activate in the instance. 80% of the configuration will be done in the instance with the help of admin center, and 20% will be done in the provisioning. So I have explained to you about the actions, right? Where we place these actions here. No? Here we have the box. No? This is called as Spotlet, and this name of this Spotlet is called Tool Spotlet. and here you can see the actions here. So all these are actions. Module wise, we have different actions here. So with this help of these actions only, we are going to do the configuration. So what type of configuration we are going to do? If I'm going to do employee central configuration, I have to use the employee central actions. If I want to do for succession management, time management, if I'm going to do variable pay, I have different actions for it. Module wise, we have different actions here. So from here, we can go to the, we can navigate to the particular place. So for example, I can go for this action called manage data. I'll be landing in this page. So from here, I can do the configuration. Right. So then in settings option, I go to the settings here. As I told you, this is the language translation can be done. Go to the change language. So I want this complete system to be changed to simplified Chinese. Okay, I can do this switch. So you can see this, it is completely changed to a different language. So again, you want to switch back, again, go to settings. So you can switch back to English. So this configuration and the look and feel of the configuration and the look and feel of the product, all the navigation will be much easier when compared to uh, HCMO product. One second. Okay. So do you have any doubts? I'm done with the intro session.
No, I don't have any doubts on this, but I would like to understand that how will we go about, covering everything? How will the rest of the sessions will look like? Um,
Uh, See,
I would like.
I have done two implementation in Employee Central in real time. Okay, I'm going to explain you how we did the configuration in the real time. The same steps I'm going to explain you one by one. And concept wise, I will explain the concept first, and I will explain how it is working in the system. See, for example, a concept called association is there means I will explain you what is association. Association means the two foundation objects tied together with the relationship is known as association, and we have one-to-one association, one-to-many association, and we have a different type for it. The same way, I'll go to the system and I'll configure the association, and I will show you the output how the association is behaving in the system.
Okay.
Concept wise, every concept will be I will create a object, I will create a association, I will do the propagation, whatever concept wise I will show the output to you in the system.
Mm-hmm. And the whatever we will do will get replicated in the certification exam also, or will the certification exam which
this
we
this
can take
content
later?
this content what we prepare for this training is basically as per the certification document what you're going to write. So whatever you're going to cover in this training, you will be having all the topics covered in the certification.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Any doubts other than this?
Yeah, one thing, is there in company mandatory asking for certification?
See, it depends upon the company because some companies are mandatorily looking for a certification and
Okay,
they
okay,
will
based upon the
take an
requirement, right?
employee requirement. Some
Yeah,
companies,
okay.
like if you have an experience or if you have a knowledge in the product, they will take you. And later, when you join the company, it is mandatory for you to take up a certification.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, fine.
Okay. I think I'm good.
Right?
Great then. So thank you, Kumar. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you, Kumar, for your time. Naveen, maybe I'll connect with you later then.
Okay. Thank you, both of you. Any doubts?
No,
Yeah, fine. So
yeah,
thanks
okay,
for your time. Okay. Have a nice day.
okay.
We'll catch up
Thank
soon
you,
in the
Kumar.
discussion.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bye
okay.
bye.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Naveen. Bye.
Thanks for watching demo.